Hi everyone. Now, believe it or not, there was a time when uniformed police in Britain were more than just COVID marshals who would enforce government advice like it's the law of the land. Well, at least that's what programmes like Ultimate Police Interceptors would have us believe. Now, before the masses were forced to act like OCD sufferers, the police would actually tackle criminals and track down and catch ne'er-do-wells, like in the clip we're about to watch. This is from a show where a camera crew follow police as they seem to be very fortunate in that every time the camera crew's around there's always big action. They're never just removing beggars off the streets or tracking down some kid who forgot to return his library book. No, in this programme you see wall-to-wall action. Now, like this clip we're about to see, let's listen to what these kids on this bike have done wrong.
It's mid-afternoon near Middlesbrough's Grove Hill estate. Liam Sewell is tailing an uninsured dirt bike with two lads aboard.
Okay, so it's two lads on a bike, and this guy seems to have some intel that they're uninsured drivers. Whether he's making an assumption or he knows that for a fact, we're not sure. But he's decided, rather than flashing his lights and pulling them over and speaking to him, he's going to tail them, track them all around Middlesbrough, and then, as he says towards the end of this clip, he's going to safely bring them to a stop. As we see, that isn't quite what happens.
If we wait here, they'll come back. It's a great spot, be able to box them in and hopefully be able to get them off the bike safely.
It could be a long wait.
Okay, it could be a long wait, but what do you know, it isn't. Within minutes, these bikers turn up. How this guy knew these motorcycle riders who he was tracking on his own were going to come around this corner, I don't know, but look how they come off. That's because he blocks off the path and causes them to slide off the bike. Now, bear in mind, all they've done is cycling without insurance, and yet he takes this kid down like he's a wanted murderer. But notice that the kid takes his helmet off, and as we see shortly, there's a good reason why he does that.
Down now! So he goes for the driver, who's resisting arrest. Liam gives him a blast of pepper spray.
Okay, he's now been pepper sprayed. Now, this policeman is assuming this guy's got no insurance because he must have already known who was riding, and now we see why the helmet had to come off. Have a look at this hold he's doing. Does it look familiar? This nail on the neck, of course, has been seen before with George Floyd, and it is a theatrical nail on the neck, which, as we can see, gives the kid perfect opportunity to escape the grip because there's no real force being pushed down. And like I said, I think this is a theatrical arrest done in a controlled environment. I mean, at this point, it becomes ridiculous because these two passerbys just happen to jump in and offer the policeman some help. But it really seems to get suspect when the backup arrives. Now, bear in mind, all this kid has done is riding his bike without insurance. He didn't refuse to stop. I mean, he had an accident and then legged it. But look how many officers turn up. I mean, people in uniform. But what is going on at this point, just before he tries to handcuff him? Is that a bottle of mace he's got in his hands? Or, if we take a closer look, is it a bottle of ketchup? He's squirting something into his hand. I'm going to say ketchup. Why is he pressing that bottle down into the guy's hand while the plainclothes officers come in to help round up this uninsured driver? I mean, is this really the best use of police resources? It's a bit over the top for my liking. And look at the dupe and delight on this police officer's face. I think he knows this was a exercise, a drill. And now look at all the blood on the same hand that the police officer was just squeezing that bottle onto. Coincidence? I think not. Now, as always in fabricated events that they try and pass off as real, even on programs such as Police Interceptors, they always give it away with their telltale signs, such as the numbers. Now, what is the badge number of this police officer? Let's have a little look. 2222 or 44. Once again using their numbers. And of course the bottle of ketchup did come up again, once again in that episode of Ultimate Police Interceptors. So it didn't go to waste. Nice bit of Halloween trick blood there. Okay, well, this has been Bobby Zones, and as always I welcome your comments and questions on any of my videos. Do you think these police shows, going right back to Cops in America, are perhaps all scripted and faked? I know I certainly do. As always guys, thanks for watching, and I'll be back again soon.